Within just a 5-minute stretch of a game, players are more focused and exhausted than in any 1 hour of practice. Herein lies the shortcut to greatness. The greatest become the greatest by not differentiating between practices and games. Players should put as much effort into a simple drill as they put into the last minute of a championship game. Life is 100 flights of stairs in a building with an elevator that goes extremely slow. Some were born on the 25th floor, but most of us were born on the first. In the quest to reach the top, the trick is to take the stairs, regardless of where you started out, and never enter the comfortable elevator, no matter how you've caught up. Loud as you possibly can. What up? What up? What's up? Hey, check, check. Check, check. Can you guys hear me? Because I can't hear myself. Wait. Is there any sound? Is there any sound whatsoever? Again, let me know in the comment section if you can hear me. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Let's see. Check, check. Still nothing? I see stuff moving now. Oh no. Alright, let me know if you can hear me. Seriously. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Talking? Anybody? I see stuff moving now, but I don't know if I'm heard. Oh man. Let's see, what am I missing here? There's so many. Okay, there we go. Alright. Now I can hear myself. Alright. Can you hear me? Alright. I'll just assume that you can hear me. If I do this entire show without you being able to hear me, I need somebody who can read lips to go through and type out the entire show so we can add it as subtitles, okay? Because I'm not just going to be doing a show with no one hearing me without it getting out to the world, okay? I mean, come on. Those people who can read lips too, by the way, they're amazing. I mean, how can you just understand what someone's saying just by looking at them move their lips? And what if they have big lips like I do? I mean, is it easier? Is it harder? I don't even know. Anyways, all right, let's start the show. I assume that you can hear me again. Let me know in the comment section if you can listen, if you can hear me. Let's start off with where we really don't normally start. Let's start with the homework of the day and see where we're at for that. All right, 5 perfect weeks challenge. Got it. Look at that. Noah figured out his data. We got it. We can hear you. Thank God. All right, score. All right. Noah Masseth posting. Week 1, day 6. Day 2, week 2, day 1. I see it. And I saw all of, I saw Gavin's. I saw Declan's. I saw Kiernan's. All right, and it basically looks like this if you wanted to see them all, which is a great, great, great thing. Fantastic job keeping up with this thing. Almost like, 2 weeks and 2 days into it. All right, this is where you guys are at. Let's see, the Limitless Hoops homework page is right here. Checking out all my playlist. And to see all your great videos, fantastic job, you guys. I see you working. Let me think. Anyone that we want to check out specifically? I'm not sure. We can see who the better ball handler is. How about that? So we can never forget this. All right, never forget where Declan and Kieran started off ball handling was. I have a feeling that they're going to be some good ball handlers, especially in the future. All right, but let's see who the better ball handler is. I mean, of course, it should be Kieran because he's older. But Declan for about to be second graders, not that bad. But let's get to some fancier ones. What else do we have here? They should be switching ball handling drills in a second. There we go. All right. It's a step. And again, better back maybe for Kieran, but it's pretty good so far. We will see where they're at in a couple of years because the ball handling progression is like the most fun thing to watch because if you can handle the ball, you can handle the game basically. Like if you can't dribble, you can't really move in basketball. It's like I like to make the analogy of ball handling is like having gas for your car. You might have a very, very fancy car, but you can't go anywhere without the dribble. I mean, like if you can dribble, you control the game. There's even been people who can't even play basketball, and all they can do is dribble, and they're like the star on their team because they can get the ball from one end of the court to the other and then give the ball to someone who's good. All right, just that whole transfer process is very hard. So you guys, the ball handling piece is extremely important. I know that the other ones are very, very hard. Like the jump roping one is awesome for coordination. It's hard. The mile run is like the most intimidating part, right? The divine drill is extremely like excruciating, right? The ball handling, while it's not like excruciating in any way, it's extremely important piece. It's an extremely important piece to the puzzle. So great job with this stuff, you guys. Very, very, very good job with the homework. All right, moving on. What else do we have? We got the daily challenge. All right, so we have talked about all of our movies. Now we're moving on to the daily challenges. And for the daily challenge for today, I'm going to talk about the first grade daily challenge. So if you're a first grader out there, which I don't know if we have any of, but I will speak to you like we have a whole bunch. Hey, first graders, what's going on? Pee yourself lately? I hope not. Okay, anyways, here's your daily challenge. All right, for today, you were supposed to continue with day 14 of our 2-minute 2-ball dribbling challenge. See how fast you can go without worrying about mistakes. Believe in yourself. Your movie of the month is Little Big League, so if you want to watch that one, do it. And there you go, first graders. That is your day's challenge. And if you guys have the book, you guys should know what your challenges are each and every single day. The goal is to keep up to the book. This is one of the things. It gives you a challenge every single day throughout the entire year. Do that challenge, including doing the monthly challenge, including doing the workout for the day, like practicing your own, including coming to our workouts as well. Also watch the movie. Oh my God, could we ask you to do anything more? Well, no, that's all that we're asking. All right, so do those things and keep getting better. But that's the daily challenge for the first graders today. What else we got? We got our tournament coming up here this weekend. Make sure you guys are signed up. They just asked me, who are you going to have in the tournament? And they're like, you guys don't have to do it. So if we get people signed up, I need to tell them by like tomorrow. So who do we have signed up so far for the tournament games for this weekend? Let me see. Tournament for this weekend, we got 4 people signed up. We got the Louths, the Connors, and the Gavin Witts. So I don't know. I will mention it at tonight's practice. I will put it out there so people can see it. I'll give you guys a last second hurrah to see if you guys want to do this tournament. We don't have to do it. If you guys don't want to play, we don't have to play. It saves me money, saves my parents who run the league money. Who cares? But if you guys want to play, it's in your contract. You guys get to play whenever you want. Our quote of the day was play yesterday. All right, so play. Let's do this thing. So I'll ask everybody, but I think some people are just afraid. Some people are just tired of basketball. Some people are just tired, period. Maybe some people are out of town. Whatever the reasons are, we got to figure that thing out so we can at least start. We do need some more basketball players, period. We don't need more like customers. We just need the basketball players. We're getting some people to give us money, but we don't have basketball players. If you consider yourself a basketball player, don't raise your hand. Show up to this. If you consider yourself a basketball player, sign up for this. And then we will know how many basketball players that we have, because we do need those. Including we also do need the people just paying money. We do. We need a combination. So I'm happy for the rest of you guys. Thank you for being a part of our program. But I want you guys to be able to support some true basketball players that are truly into this thing, and that would be awesome. But we need more of them. So let's get the word out there. Keep coming. Keep struggling. All right, we'll figure it out. All right, but that's this weekend. I'll mention it in practice tonight, since I'm sure not that many people watch the show. So it is what it is. Next thing we got is our now we were done with our movies, but this is when I go through and I tell you all of my favorite movies and the most funny movies and the best movies. Okay, so out of the 12 movies, let me think. The most funny movie of the 12 for this month, the most funny movie. Oh, there's not that many funny movies for this month. Okay, I gotta say it's The Mighty Ducks. That's a second grade movie. That one's the funniest movie. For my favorite movie, or for the best movie, let's go with my favorite movie is probably The Natural. All right, I love that movie a lot. It's better than Karate Kid to me, better than all these other ones, even Jerry Maguire. I love The Natural. I used to have a baseball bat, and I would swing it left-handed and stuff like that, and I would run around the living room in slow motion because of this dude in this movie. I love that movie, The Natural. But the best movie on this list, The Karate Kid's epic. I get that. Glory Road, everyone loves that one as well. 11 basketball people like that a lot. And Jerry Maguire gets a lot of fame, but I'm going to give it to $1 Million Baby. That's the best movie on this list. All right? And $1 Million Baby, by far, is the best movie on this list. Okay, I can't stress it enough. You guys should watch this movie. It's inspirational. It's deep. It's poignant. All right? Clint Eastwood's probably his best movie of all time. All right? Watch this movie. I think it's decently okay for young kids too, except for the ending. I can't stress it enough. The ending, man. Dang, the ending. But yes, this whole movie was so amazingly inspirational. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, moving on. We got our monthly challenge. Okay, so for the challenge for this month, if you have the book, all right, the challenge for this month is June, is the scissor wrap dribble. Okay, scissor wrap dribble for fun and for coordination. Practice dribbling the ball around your waist with a hand to a direct bounce between your legs, with your left leg back and your right leg forward, with the right hand. Sorry. All right, practice this and the other side for either 30, 60, or 90 seconds per day for the entire month. All right, and if you were to look at that actual drill, you can find it on our website, all right, under limitlesshoops.com, or 50 All-Stars, or any other team's websites. You click on school, scroll down to the challenges right here, and then you scroll down to the monthly homework section, which should just have a list of months right there. And then you go down to the June one, the June scissor wrap dribble month, and then it gives you video tutorial, print the homework page. You can have it right here where you can mark it off each day. And then when you view the tutorial, it brings you to our Instagram page, and it shows you guys the actual dribble. And here goes Derek doing it. Boom, boom, boom again. Boom. Got it. Slow motion. Got it. All right. So that's the scissor wrap dribble, and that's the monthly homework. Make sure you guys do it. Other than that, yeah, our 5 perfect weeks. We gave you guys a glimpse into that. Again, we are on week 2. Day 2 just got finished today. Fantastic job. You guys are still in it, and it's been 9 days of the 35. 9 divided by 35. Oh no, man. What's that? 0.9 or something like that. You're 9% of the way through. All right. I don't really know. Alexa, what is 9 divided by 35?
9 divided by 35 is approximately 0.2571.
0.257. What does that mean? Did I do that backwards? I don't know. I guess you guys are a fourth of the way done. 25% of the way done. That does make sense. That kind of adds up. I suck at math now. Seriously. But yes, 9 out of 35. Yeah, it's probably something like not. That's like 25th. So like 9 out of 36 is the same thing. Oh, yes. I'm horrible at math now. I used to be good at it. All right, but yes, you're a fourth of the way done. Fantastic job. It just gets harder from here, though. So keep going, keep getting stronger. And I promise you guys will see the gains. Probably not within these five weeks. If you do this and like you only skip like 2 days or like whatever, you don't like quit, or you finish the whole thing, who knows, right? You will take a week off right afterwards. After that week off, you will be hilariously stronger, hilariously faster. It won't even be like, you won't even notice it because you've been going so steadily. But yeah, you will be dominant. And I will be sure to show you guys that because I've seen it before. All right. Let's see. Are we talking about anything else? I think that's about it for that stuff. So let's move on to our quote of the day. Quote of the day is believe in yourself. Now, yesterday we talked about belief in terms of like the 4-minute mile and how much it gives you. But you can believe in many, many things, and a lot of people choose to believe in like scientific facts, choose to believe in this, choose to believe in that, believe in Steph Curry, believe in the Boston Celtics, right? Believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, how can anyone else believe in you? It all starts right there. And when you have belief in yourself, it kind of like, it just takes you to the next logical step. First, you have belief in yourself. So then you're going to start doing more work. So then you're going to start getting better. When you start getting better, you'll have more belief in yourself, and everyone else will have more belief in you. When they have more belief in you, you'll have even more belief in yourself, and you'll work even harder. So it keeps just stacking on top of each other. But nothing starts unless you believe in yourself to begin with. All right? Believe me. Believe me. Yes. Believing in yourself is the first step to greatness. Without that step, you can only go so far. I mean, people only give you so much like time to overcome the lack of belief in yourself too. Because then they'll just be like, oh, he's just mopey, he's just this, he's just that. And they will start to categorize you and put you in the spots where you can't succeed. All right? Where like now you're on the bench all the time because you didn't believe in yourself. Now you're on this team versus that team. Now people are telling you that maybe basketball isn't your sport, right? All because you didn't have the initial belief. So start off by just believing yourself, and then trust me, it goes really, really fast from there. The work that we're doing for tomorrow, and heads up for tomorrow. I'm talking to the gym, and they didn't have me on the schedule. I don't know why, because the guy that used to schedule us, he quit. They have a new person in. I think that they're kind of muddled up, but they're not sure about our Tuesdays and Thursdays schedule yet. So keep an eye out for that. I will send out a message or a bulletin, all right, and just heads up. But this is what we're supposed to be doing tomorrow. One-on-one, we're supposed to meet at Sport Access, all right. The time's on the website. We'll figure everything out from there. But it's one-on-one cutthroat with 3 dribble max, end of play scenario, double the post on the dribble. I always have to read this. Don't cross half court on the trap. I'm thinking, no. What is that? Outlet passes. And then miss free throws on purpose, and then 10 plus seconds down by 3 with free throws. That's what we would do later on this week. What we're doing for this week is the swoop layup chase, athletic rebound to put back, meet the post on the break, all deny great players. Miss free throws on purpose, 10 plus seconds down by 3. And then what we were supposed to do last week, but we had the camp, is 1-on-1 5 seconds from half, which we did at camp. 3-on-3 no dribble, which we also did at camp. Post position on the swing, we did not do that, but that's really complicated. But we talked about it before. Intentional foul. Fouling with fouls to give. That's if they're winning the game, and we need to get in foul trouble because we want to put them on the line to stop the clock, and we only have let's say 2 team fouls. We have to get that number up to 6 team fouls. So that might be with 3 minutes to go, but we will ask you to foul on purpose. So understand what we're saying. It's just so that we're in position to stop the clock when the clock needs to stop in the last 2 minutes of the game. So that's a very complicated thing, but we'll talk about that during practice the next time that comes up. and up by 5 with 3 minutes left. Managing a lead, weighing patience and aggression, because you don't want to just waste time. You want to still score, but you don't want to go too fast because you don't want to take too many unnecessary chances. All right, those are all the workouts, and that's what we did. And let's go with the story of the day. Watch it. Control your anger, your fear, your frustration, and your attitude. Leadership is a matter of having people look at you and gain confidence because of how you're handling yourself. If you're in control, they're in control. Leadership, it is a confusing word. And Kevin Durant, ironically, was like, I don't really understand the word leadership. I don't think he does. I don't think he's lying at all. Right? Leadership is controlling all those things that were mentioned right there. All right? What were they? It was things like your anger, controlling your fear, your frustration, and your attitude. All right? Because like parents do it all the time. Like my mom, when we were growing up, we didn't have much money. And I'm sure she was frustrated. She was a single parent, so I'm sure that's like very, very hard. Maybe didn't get enough sleep. I don't know, right? All this stuff. Had to drive me like so far away for school. All this stuff was happening. Yet, every time I looked at her, she had a smile on her face. Right? So like, if it weren't like that, I would have thought that we were poor. We were poor. I didn't know. We ate Vienna sausages and stuff. I didn't know. She was always like, had a great attitude. She was never like crying in front of me, nothing like that. So I always figured life was great. And when I grew up thinking that life was great, life became great. And it energizes the entire family. So for your point guard, or for like your leader on the team, the moment and I talk to Noah about this a lot, the moment that they start being mad is when you'll get mad. And then it ruins the whole team. When they start to get frustrated, you'll be like, oh, so we can't win. As soon as you start to have a bad attitude, they're like, oh, then we're all going to have a bad attitude. All right? And when you're a leader, you have a responsibility to your team to block all that stuff out. All right? It's your responsibility to the team to be like smiling and like persevering, like let's go. Like we're down by 30, but we can make the best comeback ever, and that's up to the leader. And there are so few leaders in this world. That's an easy way to make a team. So if you're too short, too slow, not good at basketball, being a leader is how you can sneak on any basketball team. Because no one's going to do it. No one. So like if you feel like playing in the NBA and you have like a little bit of skill, go for that. That's how you can make it. Otherwise, you're not going to have enough skill to keep up to LeBron James and everyone like him because you're just regular. This, like being able to hit a shot, great. Be like the hustle guy, fantastic. Those are ways to sneak on too, but not to that high extent. If you can be a leader, there are so few leaders in life that not only will help you for basketball, it'll help you for all of life, like your job, your family, everything. All right? And the leaders separate themselves so that again they aren't bogged down by all the frustrations, and they let their frustrations like leak, and they just destroy the whole ship. Nah, the leaders ignore all the mess and they act like everything's perfectly okay, and they're a perfect person to follow. Because if the house is burning down and you're trying to like lead me out because you know the way out because you're the leader, and you're crying and just like bumping your head against the wall, and I see the building burning down, well, guess who's not going to follow you? I ain't following you, man. I'll be like, this dude is done. All right? So as a leader, you must keep your head. You must keep your cool. All right? And again, it's control your anger, your fear, your frustration, and your attitude. Leadership is a matter of having people look at you and gain confidence because of how you're handling yourself. If you're in control, they're in control. So don't expect much from your teammates, especially when like you're freaking out, flipping out, and then later on after you've come out of your little like temper tantrum, now you're like, all right, everybody, let's do it, and then now they're freaking out, and you're like, come on, no, you already messed it up. You're not a calming force. They can't listen to you. All right, you only get one chance. So I need you guys to be leaders out there, because you're gonna want everyone to be on your page eventually. All right, you're gonna expect things of other people, but you have to be the shining example. And I'm not talking about making shots, I'm not talking about all the hard stuff. I'm talking about the easy thing, like smile whenever the ref calls a bad call. That's it. And if that's too hard for you, yeah, the other stuff's gonna be way too hard for you. Like trying to stop Shaquille O'Neal on the post. Okay, that's freaking hard. Trying to dribble up the court against Marcus Smart. That's hard. Smiling when you're frustrated, that's as easy as it gets. If you can't do that, I mean, dude, even tying your shoes is harder than that. But if that's what's hard for you, you can't be a leader. So know and like figure out how to control that. Kieran, figure out how to talk. And then we can have some leaders. Connor, figure out how to not give up. All right, then we can have some leaders. So that's on you guys. I hear you, John. I hope you hear me. All right, let's move on to our trivia question of the day. All right, our trivia question today is brought to you by 50 All-Star Mugs. 50 All-Star Mugs. They may cost $50, but man, the liquid sure goes down smooth. Cheese. All right. Anyway, just buy you can get it for a coin. Okay. I mean, it's not just $50 just for the heck of it. It's for a good cause, guys. Jeez. But anyways, the trivia question today, I looked it up and I got kind of like inundated with this like whole like with this video. I liked it a lot. All right, and I'm not gonna tell you who it is, but let me think. Should I tell you who it is? Do I have to tell you who it is? Yes, it was about Dr. J. And Dr. J was like Michael Jordan before Michael Jordan was Michael Jordan, okay? Like the biggest basketball name ever, and like so famous. In the video, they say that that Julius Erving, Dr. J, he was the first. This is what the video said, okay? The video said he was the first black guy in America where white parents would look to their white kid and say, "We want you to be like him when you grow up." I mean, for the time where that was like in the 60s, 70s, that's a huge statement because it was like a very racist country back then, right? I mean, for them to be like he's like that astute of a gentleman, like I mean, he transcended race. It was in like a very racial time, which is amazing. All right, but the question is this. He went to the University of Massachusetts. And I want to know, what rule did the NCAA have at that time that really hamstringed Dr. J's game? That's the question. What NCAA rule really hamstringed Dr. J's game? I know for me, I was in Lithuania, and they have this rule where you can't dribble unless you unless you dribble first without stepping, and it made me slower. And I was like, wow, you're just using this rule to like take away my athleticism. It was very, very strange, right? But there was a rule that during Dr. J's time at UMass that really hamstringed his game. What was that NCAA rule? That's the trivia question. And that is the answer. It's no dunking. No one was allowed to dunk during that time. And they expected Dr. J to play like that? Like, what's up with that, dude? That's crazy, right?
Was disempowered by the Those who seen him play unchained at the Rucker knew what he could deliver.
Everybody wanted to be Dr. J. He was one of the first black males in the culture where white fathers said to their children, I'd like you to be like Julius Erving.
And there's that. All right. Thank you, Dr. J, for everything, sir. You're amazing. I think he can still dunk at the age of like 75. No rim hanging. Nope. Just no dunking, period. Craziness. Anyway, Declan and Gavin, or at least Kieran, whatever. Kieran out there you go. You get the point for the day. You are now winning. Fantastic job. Let's check our picture of the day to finish it up here. Oh yeah, I like what the NBA has been doing this year. Like before Game 4, they gave like an all-game finals Game 4 team. So they looked at all the Game 4s in the history of basketball, and they were like, oh, Magic Johnson did this on Game 4. Larry Bird did this on any given Game 4. So this is what they're doing this time. The NBA Finals all Game 5 team. LeBron and Kyrie, it's when they went off for 40 points apiece. And then Jordan's flu game was also Game 5. I think that that's like such a cool connection to the past, because these are like different things. Like Game 1s are like so much pressure because you want to get off to a good start. Game 7s are of course huge, but every game in between has its own like little unique twist. Especially if you're like winning, 2 games to 1, 3 games to 1, or 2 games to 2, or whatever it may be. And I don't know, I just like that a lot. But talking about like who's been great in the finals and the history of it all, that's what basketball is about. It's not really about the current stuff too. I mean, the current stuff wants to create the past, but without the past, there is no history to it. So make sure that you guys understand that we are creating a future. We are currently creating the future of Colorado basketball. And especially when I want to unite it all and I want to make it like into like an actual league. You guys will be on the forefront of that. Now, of course, there was Chauncey Billups, Tom Chambers, and things like that. But you guys will be right there in the thick of things. And hopefully, 20 years from now, people are looking at you like that. We're looking at this picture. What kind of greatness did you do during your time? All right. What about Declan? Well, I don't know. I think it's just Kieran answering. I think I'm just giving it to Kieran. We can't split them up. Anyways, our quote of the day, you guys. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. And if you're coming to the workout tonight, I will see you then. All right. Great job this morning to Noah and Gavin for coming to the boot camp workout. Awesome work. Awesome work. All right, you guys. That's my time. I'll talk to y'all later. Reese's Pieces, homies.